Hello everyone. How are you doing? Hope all is well and you are looking after number one firstly, and that's you. Because if you are not strong enough, you can't be looking after anyone else, as that will definitely tear you down. I remember I had a co-worker years ago and he could certainly chat a lot. Anyway, some people came to visit him at work. After they left, he said, "You see the lady that just visited him? Is my friend from school days, you know." But him disappointed in her bad. So he waited with bated breath, wondering what will he say next. Anyway, he continued by saying, "Look, a graduation she coming from, with her children. Look how she put herself together and look at her children. She do her hair in one with piece of hair wrap around the bump on top of her head. And she have on one piece of slippers. The dress could have better fitted her because she have nice shape. But instead, she dress her children way better than herself. And she is the one that is looking after them. You see how her two daughters here well done? You know so she carry them go hairdresser. And her son bush to the teeth, pure name brand. But yet still she look like say as she had the helper for them." So we bursted out laughing, saying I saw some mothers, especially single mothers, do their thing. It's their way of expressing that they are doing a good job. It's not so much in how them carry themselves, it's how them children look and want to make sure them looking well. Because Jamaica have a culture, you see, of watching how well people is doing by how them look on the outside without knowing what is going on the inside. So people try their best to express themselves in how well them dress, and in so far as the children is concerned, them have to dap out them children so people know say them children not getting good care, when sometimes it's only in appearances on the outside. There's so much things going on the inside that is not being taken care of. So he said a rubbish that a teacher to teach her children that is them come first before even she. That's why the new generation feels so entitled, like they must get everything they want no matter how, and how much we need to stop it as parents. He further stated that parents to look after themselves first, because it's them have to go out there go work and earn the money to look after the kids them. Parents have to be strong, look and present themselves well so people take them seriously to earn more, while still not neglecting their offsprings. But children need to understand that parents is priority, because without parents doing the most, them suffer. So when they get older, they will still remember parents as their priorities, as without parents they would not be where they are today. We chat and laughed about it a bit at work and give scenarios and stories and the impact of many sacrifices. But as I grew older, I learned and understand what he meant by his rants. Because not only with children, but how many people have neglected their health, their well-being, and in real life sacrificed their whole life for not only children, but for loved ones who turned out to be a great disappointment that left them broken. So I guess he had very valuable points, as you have to build yourself mentally and physically and financially first, while doing the best you can for others, while not ever neglecting yourself. As in everything you do, you need to put yourself first. How does this situation benefits me? Does it elevate or devalue my life? You have to always ask yourself this question, because remember, you are indeed number one. So, veteran dancehall reggae turned actor, vlogger, creator and social media influencer Wayne Marshall is in a celebratory mood as the popular entertainer was honored on Heroes Day with the Order of Distinction Officers class. He joined hundreds of other Jamaicans at King's House on Heroes Day. This prestigious honor is bestowed on individuals who have rendered outstanding service to Jamaica. So guys, a few people have asked me why I have not done a piece on Wayne Marshall receiving OD in music. My stance is, Wayne Marshall, enjoy your OD, but bear in mind it's not really for what you think it is for, as you really and truly deserve it. I see where Vegas said Wayne Marshall is not worthy of it, and so said many others. So let's go into what Vegas said. Veteran dancehall entertainer Mr. Vegas argues against the recent Order of Distinction bestowed upon his colleague Wayne Marshall a few days ago in Jamaica's annual Heroes Day celebrations. According to Vegas, he can point to countless other artists who are more deserving of such an award. The reggae dancehall artists on Vegas' list includes the likes of Bounty Killer, Beenie Man, Terror Fabulous, Tanya Stevens, and Egyptian, just to name a few. Vegas continued his case by making the point that Wayne Marshall has not contributed to Jamaica's music industry as the artists he mentioned, and they should have all received awards before Wayne Marshall. Vegas was more baffled as to how and why legendary artists Bounty Killer and Beenie Man were not awarded as of yet, despite their continued contributions to the music industry and elongated catalogs of recordings. Of all the artists Vegas mentioned, he was most surprised that they had not been considered and posed a few questions as to why. Beenie Man and Bounty Killer forget OD long time. If Beenie and Bounty not get OD, it's like the government or the people of Jamaica, them were in a authority I tell we say Beenie and Bounty in a something. Why them can't get OD? Obviously, Beenie and Bounty mix up in a something or having something and stop them from get OD, Vegas declared. The blessed singer eventually put himself up as more deserving of an award, even over Wayne Marshall. However, he admitted that the many artists he mentioned earlier are miles ahead of him based on their contribution to the local music industry. Vegas also called out dancehall selector Photo Hype for his bias towards Wayne Marshall. According to Vegas, Photo Hype has seemingly agreed with Wayne Marshall being awarded due to the fact that he was a member of the Alliance Music he was once a part of. So, really and truly, what Vegas is saying, he's not wrong. Because artists like Bounty Killer have given so much to the music industry. He even gave us Wayne Marshall as well. Because remember, Wayne Marshall was one of his Alliance team. And Beenie Man even dubbed himself the king of the dancehall and has been standing as a girl them sugar for decades. But in all the hullabaloo, there is a very important factor that people are not paying attention to. The choosing of who gets OD. And there is where a lot of people does not understand how it comes about. If you are not nominated, you can't be chosen. Who to tell? Maybe Wayne Marshall's wife and friends nominated him because they are already in the right circle of friends. Where is the circle of people or friends to nominate the other artists? They did not take the appropriate actions because there's no way we can vote on what's not nominated. So think about it. When they're voting and they say reggae section and they look who is nominated and they say Wayne Marshall and for example Queenie, because somebody could have nominated Queenie And if Queenie had the crowd to go pushing and voting for her and campaigning for her, who to tell? Maybe Queenie would have gotten it if she, as long as she have the right people and the right amount of friends behind her campaigning. However, the vote was for Wayne Marshall because obviously there wasn't much of a competition in that genre. As Wayne Marshall thing would have been well organized. There was no bounty killer or beanie man or whoever else there to compete in that category based on who was campaigned for. So say for argument's sake, bounty killer was nominated. Depending on who is allowed to vote, and who is campaigning for him. Wayne Marshall will get it, by extension, the Mitchell family. If it's not specifically said reggae music and it says entertainment to the voters. And Wayne Marshall, because of his YouTube and social media presence, as Wayne Marshall and his ideal family is trending as exemplary family goals, as people looking on at their social media presence is looking at it as the ideal family to be. So they are glorified as a strong unit. And Wayne Marshall is looked at as a strong Jamaican black man running a well-balanced, happy, healthy household. It would be like not giving him an OD for showing a different light to Jamaica family life would be really evil. With all the negativism going on in Jamaica, where the center is falling apart, and here we have a breath of fresh air, showing the hope of so many Jamaican families and how they would have loved their household to be. So I would say his OD is not for music, it's for being a very influential social media personality and creator. And by extension, Tammy's Chin name should be on the order as well. Because indeed, it is not yet Wayne Marshall's time to be recognized for music. And he has moved away from music to YouTube creator. Remember guys, the nominations for this order is open in January. And the Mitchells are very aware people, and from when he's nominated, they would have known and rally up interest to get him plenty votes because they have the support and many people would vote for Wayne. Because he's a nice guy, no mix up on his name, no drama on his name. Just from all indications, he's a good family man. It just goes to show if your life is not organized appropriately with the right people in your circle, it's a fight to get a foot in. Unless somebody with influence personally intervene for that. However, dancehall artist Kargo has been hilarious in his reaction, and I'm going to word it mildly. His take is a class thing. That Wayne Marshall, as a regular Jamaican man, got into music where it propelled him to lock down Tommy Chin, who is from an elite uptown Chinese family and was prosperous with many offsprings. That alone deserve an order of distinction, he said. I tell you, Kargo, the easy, and trust me, the way he said it was blunt, more direct, and really hilarious. However, Professor Dana, a part of the select committee, says, hope this encouraged persons who were disappointed in the selection to use that same energy and nominate their own person or persons, and should campaign for them with the same energy. They use it now saying Wayne Marshall is not worthy. However, personally, I do think Wayne Marshall is indeed worthy of his OD officers class, but it's not in contribution to reggae music. I think it's a case where the Mitchell family put in the work and the result is the OD. Now everyone wants one. and never realize you have to be in it to win it. Guys, let's chat, hear your opinions. Calling out my real intelligent commenters. Remember, we are always learning from each other, and we will continue to learn from each other, because since sometimes things are not what it seems. As many times we love the drink, but we don't understand the mixture. Let's chat in the comment sections, guys. Anyway, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my platform, please. Love you all. Bye for now.